Alright guys, on the bench we have a really nice Sabre by Browning. Original box, just, really good shape. This is a good customer of mine. And so it's having, the meter is having a strange problem. So when you key up, it will key up normally. But then when you talk into the mic, start to modulate, the needle will actually start deflecting backwards, which is something that I've never encountered before. Usually you get a bad meter or something, or they get stuck, or they're just bad. They don't show the correct readings. I mean, not that they're accurate to begin with, but I've never seen one actually swing needle deflect backwards when you modulate. So this is going to be an interesting fix. But yeah, let me get this thing out of its box here. Actually, let me put you guys up on a tripod, and we can kind of go through it and see what's going on with it. Stand by. All right, I think that's a good angle. It even has the original bracket, and the screws. Those are really nice to have. Really completes the radio, I think, when you have everything. Nice mic. You can see it's in really nice shape. The chrome plating is not peeling on it. I have one. It's not in nearly as good shape as this one. So, but mine was a $5 radio out of a $5 radio bin, but you can see it's beat up, and I don't have the original screws to it, but this one actually works too. But yeah, this is a really nice looking Sabre. So it works, and like I said, it's just here just for that meter issue. So let's see what's going on. Let's get this plugged in. All right. Let's see what's going on now. All right, so the meter is moving. Audio, test, audio. Yeah, you can see, hopefully you can see. Audio. Yeah, it's definitely swinging backwards. So this one has the SWR. Let's see. Should get almost no deflection. Yeah, okay. So the audio. Even the SWR setting, it's swinging. The needle's going backwards. But you really have to yell into it. Audio. Wow, that waveform is really horrible. Can you guys see that up on the... No, you can't. Hold on. Audio. That's a really bad waveform. It's one of the worst I've ever seen, actually. Something is either maxed out or clipped, or because it shouldn't be. You should have a nice waveform there. And that might actually be the issue, because the meter. Turn this volume down. Because the meter RF goes right to 4, although that's 5. Yeah, that carrier's got to be brought down a bit. So that could be another issue, but so the meter's working. It goes right to 4, and I am talking a little. Once you really it kind of wants to stay in place, and then once you really start talking into the mic, it starts deflecting backwards. So that could definitely be, maybe somebody bypassed something, or you know, one of the trimmers is maxed out or something. Let's take a look inside. I'm actually pretty familiar with these and the more so the Tram, the D42, which is pretty much the identical radio. I've done a lot of those. I have a Tram D42. What's going on here? They solder the connectors onto the board. That's horrible. Okay. Okay, yeah, so right off the bat, the AMC's been bypassed. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's two diodes right there, and that's for the AMC circuit. They've been lifted up. 2 of the diodes have been lifted up. I can't believe they soldered on the connectors on it. It's like so nice to have. You can just pop this off, and now they soldered it on, and it's just I hate foolishness like that. But anyway, it looks like the radio's been recapped. I don't know what these orange caps are. I've never seen those before, but looks like it's a mixed bag of capacitors, which is fine as long as they're brand name. Those are Yago. Those are Nichicon and Kemet. And then there's 2 original caps here. They must have forgot to change out those caps. Well, I don't know, maybe they just forgot to, I don't know. But those, yeah, 2 original caps there. But yeah, those 2 diodes are definitely lifted. All right, let me get you guys off the tripod, and you can actually look inside here with me. You can see one there, and then the other one right there, and that bypasses the AMC. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that bypasses the AMC circuit, and that's a big no-no. I'm sure this radio sounded like dog crap on air. I think that's it. Yeah, R80 is intact. Yeah, the rest of the circuit looks like it's intact. Yeah, I don't know what these orange caps are. What are those? Merkit? What the hell are they? I can't see what they are. Merkit? Mertec? I don't know. Anyway. But that could definitely be the issue as to why this needle's deflecting backwards. I mean, there's nothing regulating the modulation, and it could just be driving that needle crazy. So I think the first thing to do is, rather than starting with the meter, which seems to be working, I think I'm going to put those diodes back in circuit and start there at least. And yeah, just take it from there. Hopefully that might resolve it. Bring this carrier back down to 4, to a normal. Yeah, it's a little high. It's right at 5. I mean, it might not make a huge difference, but between those 2 diodes and a high carrier, it might be making that meter go crazy. So, all right, let me get these 2 diodes back in circuit, and we'll see what that what it does to that meter. All right, stand by. All right, so I've got the diodes back in circuit. Yeah, so they're CD12 and CD11 clamping diodes. And all right, let's see if that waveform gets any better. And let's see, first of all, see if this meter is working properly now. All right, got to calibrate it. We got to align it again, but audio. Oh, that waveform's looking way better. And the meter is fixed. Audio. Yeah, that's a nice, easy fix. Again, another reason not to clip your AMC circuit. I don't understand. I don't understand why it's done. It just makes the radio sound like crap on air. But let me get this up on a test tone here and see if we can look at that waveform. Try to stabilize this image, this waveform. See the right there. See what we can. Hold on here, guys. Sorry. Here we go. It's a little bit better waveform, huh? It's a little clipped, but that's how it is. You can't adjust. This is a non-adjustable AMC circuit on this in this particular radio. These Sabres, you can't adjust it, so it is what it is. But still, I mean, that's way better than before. I mean, much better. This thing was probably sounding like, you know, crap on air before. But more importantly, the meter is fixed. So yeah, that's all right. So let me go over here to this schematic. You can see exactly what they did. So if you look, they lifted CD11 and CD12. So when you eliminate that diode, CD11 and 12, you bypass this Q18 AMC AMC transistor. So that's what they did. I know on the trams, the D42, I think from the factory CD10's no longer put in there. This is the tram one. I mean, this is the Browning one. Okay. I think with the where is R80? R80 right there. On the tram, the D42s, R80 is an adjustable. It's a trimmer. Here they have it just one setting. It's a 2200 ohm resistor, R80. On the tram chassis, this is an adjustable. Yeah, so that's the difference between the D42 and the Sabre. But anyway, yeah. So this has a non-adjustable AMC circuit. So it is what it is. Whatever it's showing up, it's showing up. Now again, you can do what tram does, and that's R80 right there. I know it's hard to see, but it is in there. You can do what tram does. Let me get this. Yeah, that one right there. And make that adjustable, and then you can actually adjust for a proper waveform. Not that this one was really bad, but it is what it is with this particular Sabre. But anyway, yeah, so that's another reason why you don't bypass the AMC circuit is, you can affect other circuits, including the meter in this case, and on top of it, you just sound like ass on air. So I don't know why. I don't even know why this was done. It's and in order for me to even get like a halfway decent waveform to show up on that, I had to keep that the service master at a really, really low tone, because it was just making my oscilloscope go haywire. I couldn't even get a decent waveform. But anyway, it's fixed. So, and this thing's going to be sounding a lot better on air. But that's about it. That's all I have. This was a nice, easy fix. I'm going to go ahead and align this this meter, and that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright, so it's been a day since the last video clip, and I had spoken to the owner of the radio, and originally he was on the fence whether or not to put this up for sale or to keep it himself. So he decided to keep it himself. So, we had discussed about really dialing in this modulation and actually making it adjustable. So we had talked about doing a similar circuit as the tram D42 does, and actually be able to dial in that modulation a lot better, get a nice cleaner looking waveform. So that was the plan. So if you look over here, I have a couple of pots. I'll get to these other two in a second, but this is what I was originally going to put in. That's a 100K potentiometer, and that's what tram uses on their D42s. However, make a long story short, I put this into the spot R80. Still nothing. The waveform is still the same. It's not changing. So I knew something else was wrong. I thought that maybe something else had been bypassed, etc. So I go back to the radio, go back to the schematics, and but this time around I also noticed that while modulation was kicking in and out, RF power was also kicking in and out. So I'm looking at the watt meter, and also the oscilloscope, and the waveform would go down almost to like nothing, and then power would also fade back down to like 1 watt, 2 watts, come back up, modulation would come back up. So that was what was happening. Anyway, make a long story short here, I end up doing some more tests of the circuits, and this right here is Q10. Let's go back to the schematic here. And actually, yeah, see, this is what, for transmit alignment, it's just that, and then that. There's nothing else to these radios. You know, you can't adjust anything really on these. You know, in fact, synthesizer is just a few steps, receive just a few steps, and then the transmit alignment is just 2 steps. Well, you know, technically 1, 2, 3, 4, but yeah, just two different things to do. So yeah, that's I don't know if it's meant so you don't really mess around with anything inside the radio. I don't know. I don't know why Browning went down this road of making stuff non-adjustable. But anyway, yeah, so what ended up happening was Q10, where's Q10? Right here, Q10, the RF amp, so it's a 2SC1166, and well, what I originally done was, I thought maybe I had a bad driver because of the power, or possibly a bad final. So I actually tested those, and those were fine. So I worked my way back, and I came across Q10 here, this RF amp. And when I had tested that, it had failed on the component tester. So let me see if this thing has enough juice to do a quick test. These batteries suck on these component testers. Yeah, so it comes back damaged. And so I was fortunate enough to find that, and I had a parts chassis laying around, and pop it in, pop the new Q10 in. So Q10, stupid speaker, Q10 is right in there. Yeah, right in there. And that other resistor you see here, that was, I forget what spot that was in, but that was also a wrong value resistor. So once I put the right value resistor in, I think that was what was that, 48, I think it was. Once I put the right value resistor in, I started getting a nice waveform. Power was stable, and modulation was perfect. So yeah, so I'm happy to report that the two problems, the reason why it was probably cutting in and out, not probably, this transistor here was bad, and that was a wrong value resistor. I think that's a 320K resistor. When I put it in this this component tester, that's what it came up as. So the only thing I have left is, so now that he wants to keep this, I'm going to change, basically recap all of this. Like I said, those two caps, they're original. I don't know who recapped this, and I'm not gonna ask. I really don't care. But these orange caps are no-name caps. Some of these are, like, that's a Nichicon. I think these two blue ones are either Yaesu or Matsushita. So there are brand name caps here. But he just said go ahead and recap the whole thing and align it. So I'm just waiting on caps now. I've done so many recaps lately that I ran out of some of these values. So it's going to have to, this radio is going to have to sit for about a week or so until these caps come in. But it's not going to stop me from showing you the waveform and seeing how it sounds on air, because it's a hell of a lot better. So let me get these covers temporarily back on, and we'll do a test. We'll see the waveform, and we'll see how it sounds on the monitor radio. All right, stand by. All right, so let's just have these covers temporarily on, but let me get this on the power stable. Waveform's nice, a lot better anyway. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way that looks. So yeah, and what's great is meter's fixed, right? Audio. Right, it's not swinging back. So yeah, this is it's a good working radio now. But like I said, the only thing I have left to do is recap this and just do another alignment on it. That's easy. But let's see how it sounds on the monitor radio here. Let's see what. Hopefully, we won't get too much feedback. Radio check. Check. Audio. Radio check. Let me see if we can get a little bit more. Radio check. Audio. Testing 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Yeah, this radio's sounding pretty good, I think. Yeah, it's a little bit too much feedback. How's this radio sound? Yeah, the radio's sounding good, I think. Yeah, a little bit of feedback, but not bad. Not bad at all. Audio. Yeah, I think we got a good fix with this one. All right, guys, that's all. Thanks for watching.